best redemption arc that you are ever gonna see on youtube.com, and I proudly can say that with my chest out, because there is absolutely no way that this crazy night will ever be topped. Never. So I figured, well, I give you guys this little story time. We're just gonna chill in my room, kind of have a, you know, cute little comfy vibe. I don't know, I've just been so excited to talk about this because I kind of mentioned the title of this video on Twitter and then just dipped. And everyone is like, yo, what? Can we get some answers? So I'm here to do that. I'm gonna give you a whole rundown, whole story time. I have some footage from the show. It's gonna be a good time. So buckle up, strap in, and let's get started. So before we even get into that portion of the video, and honestly, like, that portion of the video is crazy, but like, it got crazier as the night went on. Just wait, just wait. We have to kind of backtrack a little bit, because when I say redemption arc, some of you might be like, redemption arc from what exactly? Last time Sabrina Carpenter was here in Arizona, I went to the Tempe show, or as she would say, the Tempe. I went to Q&A, went to sound check, like I had the highest VIP. And right before the opening act was getting on stage, I ate shit. Because the way that the venue was structured, it was like on a downhill, and they have everybody leave barricade and like VIP whatever to go outside, and then they come back in. I am like a baby deer who is just learning how to walk, and I can't do that. So I ate shit. I almost broke my knee, which was great, and I had to leave before the show even started. We were crying, we were screaming, we were throwing up, the whole shebang, but I knew the second that Sabrina was going back on tour, I was gonna have my redemption arc. I was gonna have my moment, I was gonna have a fun time, and we were just gonna make it the best situation. Now, did it surprise me when it was like a couple months later that announcement came out that, hey guys, like, I'm going back on tour? Yeah. Had I prepared in the slightest? Absolutely not. But was I gonna spend a lot of money and just put it all on my credit card and figure it out later? Exactly, yes. But I really wanted to go to the LA one with Julie, who is my best friend. You guys have probably seen Julie in other videos if you watch this channel. Julie is pretty much the reason I've gotten into Sabrina, and when they went on when they went on tour, when Julie was on stage, popping her ass, we decided long ago that we were gonna go to a show together. And so we actually made that happen, which is really exciting. The way that the ticketing worked at the time, LA was an hour behind us, so my tickets went on sale first. So it was more so like, if we had the same time ticketing, I probably would have only gone to one show. But I know LA is crazy, and it was at the Greek Theater, which is a huge deal for Sabrina because that was something that she's wanted to do for a really long time. So my ticketing went on an hour before LA, so it was more so like, I'm gonna get a ticket here just for backup in case LA doesn't work out. But for some reason it did. Tell me why Julie gets into the site and is in and out and got us 2 VIP tickets in a minute. The sale started at 10 o'clock. We were out by 10:01. So now I have fast times to LA and fast times to Mesa? Say less. But to be completely honest, I should have known from there that that was gonna be the vibe. Just like this chaotic, what the f energy. Because tell me why, it was about 14 hours before I was getting on my flight to LA and I still had no concert outfit. And to some of you, it's like, okay, like just grab some pants and a shirt, call it a day. Concerts for me are like the Met Gala because I don't leave my house. So when I go to a show, it's like, Mama's coming out tonight. Like, it's a whole big deal. And so for me to not have an outfit, that's crazy. That's actually really crazy. But I went to the mall and I found like a couple of boutiques, whatever, and I found just like a really fun outfit, which worked out because I knew we were gonna be outside. I knew like it was gonna be a long day, so I kind of wanted to be comfy but on theme. And I actually found this outfit, which fit perfectly. The pants with the little hearts and then the shirt. Giddy up, sluts. Hi, cause I'm a homewrecker. I'm a slut. I got death threats filling up semi-trucks. I'm bringing this up because this is kind of an important detail later on in the story because it makes me very happy. Anyway, but yeah, I figured out my outfit and I was like, okay, we're going to LA. We're gonna have a really good time. I'm gonna vlog. I knew though I wasn't gonna vlog the majority of the day just because we were gonna be outside the venue. And Julie told me beforehand, listen, LA is different. LA is on a different energy wavelength because tell me why we were there by like 9:15, 9:30 in the morning and we were this number for VIP, which you're like, okay, that's not terrible, even though the show didn't start until 9 o'clock that night. But tell me why in Mesa, I popped my little ass up at noon and I had a better number. What? LA, you're crazy. But yeah, I'm really happy actually I didn't vlog that section of the day because I knew I was gonna meet up with Julie's crew that she went to last tour with, and I didn't want to like show up and be like, I'm vlogging, I'm a YouTuber, you know what I mean? I was like, let me meet everybody and not shove a camera in their face because I signed up for this, but no one else did. And I never want to make anyone uncomfortable. But I'm really happy I ended up doing that because I got to really get to know everybody. We took photos, it was a good time. And now I feel like if I ever go to an LA show, just in general, but specifically a Sabrina show, I have like a little crew now. And I'm like, oh my God, I have friends. That's crazy. And it was funny because one of the girls, but one of the girls that we were with, Megan, she was doing like the insider page and giving like tour updates and was posting photos of us, and people were like, is that Ashley? And she's like, how do they know you? And then later on, like low-key a viral TikTok went around with one of the girls I was hanging out with as well, which was so crazy. So many people that I went to high school with sent that TikTok to me and was like, why are you here? And then low-key I was like, well, why are you sending me this? We haven't talked in like 7 years, but okay. Anyway, yeah, so it was a really good time, and I knew after we got into sound check and stuff, I would start vlogging then because I would actually have stuff to talk about and like show you the show, blah, 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 blah. But did I know that it was gonna be crazy? No. So basically what happens is Fast Times has Q&A, and then the next section comes in after Q&A for sound check. Fast Time stays for that, whatever. So when you're in there, you actually are not allowed to record. If you try to take like a shaky photo, we're gonna kick you out of the whole venue. Like you won't even get to the show. You need to follow the rules, and that scared the absolute life out of me, if I'm being honest, because I knew I wanted to like voice memo or record because I have the memory of a nut and I can't remember anything. And if she said something that I wanted to share with you guys later, I wanted to have something to look back on, which kind of makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm not respecting her wishes. But it's like, Sabrina, sorry, I'm mentally ill, my memory is bad, help a sister out. But I'm really happy for this situation that I was recording. But anyway, so, moment we've all been waiting for. So we go into Q&A, and I have to say, I don't know if it's like an outdoor venue thing, but for Mesa and LA, the questions were, they were cute. They were cute. I mean, am I bitter that mine didn't get picked? A little bit, because mine actually talked about the music. I'm like, are we not here for the music? I'm very confused. But someone that I went to Mesa's show with went to Las Vegas. God, so many places, I'm getting them all mixed up. And it was telling me like, oh yeah, she answered stuff about music, but that was like an indoor, I don't know. That's my working theory, but I was just kind of like, oh, I want to hear about the music. Like, cool, I now know Sabrina's favorite color. But like, do I want to know about how you structure an entire album by yourself? Yeah, that would be great. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but whatever. But anyway, so the way that Q&A was Fast Times, you know, goes in first, so we were pretty much guaranteed barricade. And we were laid out, it was Megan, myself, Julie, and then Michaela, and we were having a good time. Like, genuinely such a good group, such a good vibe. And Megan's question actually gets picked, which was so exciting because Megan also had a hat that she made for Sabrina, had her name on it, had Hello Kitty, and she really wanted Sabrina to see it, get it during the show, kind of a thing. So her getting picked, it just led to a lot of great things. Honestly, this might all be thanks to Megan for this happening. So I'm gonna play this little clip and then we'll talk about it. So this is her answering her question, which basically was, hey, do you want to ever release another perfume?
Would you consider making another perfume? If so, describe the scent. Yeah. So I would say, if I were to make another perfume, because my first perfume is very sweet, I still gravitate towards sweet scents, but I think I might want to do something that is a little bit more like musky, a little more oaky, and what do you want to smell?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Caramel's good.
I really like smells that are like flowery.
Oh, you like a floral?
Yeah, I love Sweet Tooth though. I doused myself in that before I got here.
You did?
Yes.
Megan, flip it. That's awesome. Oh my god, should your hat?
Flip it, Megan, flip it, Megan.
Oh, wait, is that Hello Kitty?
Yeah, and your name. Yes.
It's for you.
Yeah, it's for you.
It's for me?
Yeah, I plan on giving it to you.
I love you so much. Oh my gosh. I watch your videos all the time.
That's so crazy.
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna see you on Sunday too.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to come by.
Period.
Sorry. Okay, floral perfumes.
Yeah.
Oh girl, we have many questions. We have so many questions. First of all, I want to say I hate myself so much because why did I not carry a conversation? I mean, I'm happy I said something because girl, brain off. Like, I'm surprised I didn't pass out. I think I kind of did. I blacked out a little bit. So yeah, my first thing was just to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see you again on Sunday. So like, I was so overwhelmed in such a short amount of time. Like, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, we're talking, she knows me. The wording. I watch your videos all the time. Not I've seen a video or, oh hey, yeah, I've seen you a couple times. I watch your videos all the time. Girl, what? You can't say that to me and expect me to be fine. I listen to your music all the time and you're watching my videos? You give me comfort, I'm giving you comfort? Oh, that's weird. Like, this respect thing goes both ways. Wild. And something that really stands out to me too is she says, I didn't know you were coming. And my thing is, why would you know? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make, like, what? But then after the show, I found out like she was meeting people backstage, whatever. And usually record labels or companies, whatever, will give people free tickets so they go and like film at the show or the event. And basically it's like a free promotion. If you're at the LA show or if you're on Twitter, you know there was a whole VIP section just filled with influencers and other people who got to meet her backstage. So I'm assuming they're all like on a list, kind of a thing. Sabrina girl, no, I'm not on no list. I'm just paying your light bill, which honestly is probably better. I'd rather do that. But like, hi, let's also get a picture. So this is the only picture right now of me and Sabrina. Maybe next tour or something, we'll get an update on that. We'll get, you know, something. But it's just the fact that she knew me. And that is so crazy to me. And it made me so overwhelmed because it made me realize, oh my God, I'm being perceived. I'm on the internet and I know that. I know anyone can watch, but like anyone? You know? So yeah, Sabrina Carpenter knows who I am. But I want to know what videos she watches because I don't think it's my music channel, even though she has seen my reaction to her album. I'm kind of thinking it's like the movie one. Like, is she on the Nate Jacobs train? I need to now know. Like, bestie, how deep does this go? Did you see me watch Tall Girl because you were in it? Did you see me thirst after you and Jordan Fisher and Work It? Like, you know, I have many questions. But to even make it better, I think it was during Q&A, or not Q&A, during sound check, we actually got Julie a tattoo written by Sabrina, which is something that she really wanted. And I was so excited for them. I was like, okay, period, yes, we're doing the damn thing.
This is the ugliest shit I've ever
Don't even
written.
know. You're good, girl.
No, you're fine.
I write like a 7-year-old.
We love it. That's why you're just giving Belle vibes.
So you can't really hear it in the audio, but Sabrina comes over and like she's complimenting us, whatever. And then we make eye contact again. I sound like such a, like, I'm YN. This is about me, but like it is right now, so back up. Anyway, so we make eye contact because I have like the glasses on that she was complimenting. And then I was like, oh shit, my shirt, because I think she's gonna appreciate it. So I'm like, Sabrina, like, look at my shirt. And I go like this and like lay it out for her. She's just staring at it like, and I look at her and I'm like, uh-huh, did it for you, girl. Giddy up, sluts. And she just looks at me and goes, which I think means that she liked it, but I think she was also questioning everything that she's ever done and being like, what have I created? And since we're on the topic of soundcheck and like Q&A, it was so funny in Phoenix, she comes out in sunglasses. Cause my thing was, okay, well, I told her I'm going to the AZ show. I didn't tell her where I would be. I was just gonna be there. Maybe we can get another interaction, whatever. Not that being like the main point, but like if it happens, and that's really cool. But she comes out, she has sunglasses, she can't see shit. She's like, how do you guys live here? And honestly, I ask myself that every day. I don't know. But anyway, going back to LA, we leave, you know, the VIP stuff. We're waiting to go back in to just like sit at barricade basically for 3 hours until she comes on, which is really fun because there was 2 openers that night. It was so crazy because I didn't even talk about this, but like all day I was meeting so many of you guys, which was insane. Again, I'm being perceived. Like people watch me for some reason in my head. Like that doesn't make sense even though this is my job. Like I sure hope people are watching me. I need to eat. But it got to the point where there was lines forming because I was at barricade, and the Greek Theater, if you've never seen it, is not a big venue by any means. I feel like no matter where you're at, it's a really good seat. If you look down and you see someone meeting other people, you're probably gonna put 2 and 2 together of who it might be and then decide to yourself, oh, I wanna go meet them. So I can't tell you how many times being at Barricade, I would hear people calling my name and I would leave my spot and like go to the back just to meet people, and then that would form a line, which is crazy because I'm like, why do you want to meet? Like, why are you nervous? I want to say that so many of you guys were like shaking and so nervous, and I'm like, I am so lame. I am more nervous, I promise. I am just a ball of anxiety because I want to make sure this goes well and you don't walk away being like, she kind of sucks. So this is kind of like where the story also is in what the territory, because I'm so confused on how any of it happened. But after the first opening act went on, which, what was their name? Spill Tab, I believe. They were really cool. They were really fun, good vibe. We actually saw one of the members after the show. They were just walking around with a drink and we were like, hey, like, good show, great set. You're awesome. And he's just like, thanks. I was like, awesome. So after that, the Greek theater got like a little more full and more people were coming up to me. So I was at the back of the pit again. Thank God everybody that I was around was like saving our spot. Julie, I think, was like this pretty much half of the night trying to save my spot when I was gone. But I was in the back of the pit. I was meeting people. I finally like got through my line, which is weird to say. I get through my line and I hear commotion happening in the pit, like behind me. I'm like, uh-oh, like what's going on? Someone just passed out? Like I was thinking kind of the worst. I turn around and I see everybody, specifically my group that I was hanging out with, just kind of surrounding this one person. I was like, okay, who is this? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, it's Emily. I can never say it. Yerbe? Yes, her. She was in the pit and I was kind of like, not starstruck, but just kind of like, oh my God, an influencer out in the wild. Like, why are you here and why are you not in VIP? That was more so my thought of like, you need to be up there, not here, because everyone's gonna crowd you. I was just so confused. And she was so nice. Like she was talking to everybody and like, I guess my group had been talking to her for a sec. So she was shaking everyone's hand, looking them in the eye, being like, oh, your name's blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm Emily, nice to meet you, da, 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 da. So I see this and I'm like, let me shimmy on in there. I get like to the end of the line that she's meeting. I put my hand out like ready to be like, oh my God, nice to meet you. Like my name's Ashley. Tell me why she looks me in the eyes and starts freaking out and goes, oh my God, I know you. I watch your videos all the time. And like tackle hugs me. What? I'm being perceived again? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense. How do you know? Like you're on the Oscar carpet, like interviewing people and you watch me, and God bless Julie. She was my photographer of the night. They got a video of this happening. Okay, sick, awesome. So that happened. We took a photo together, which was really cool, which is crazy. Because I'm an influencer, apparently. But anyway, like we kind of split up. Like people started asking her for photos, asking me. Like that's so weird to even say. I'm like, But I go back to my spot in the pit and the next opening act comes on, which is, how do you say it? Blue to Tiger? I think that's how you say it. Because I always say Blue to Tiger. That's not correct. But halfway through the set, I was like, yo, I really need to pee because I haven't peed since like 11 a.m. And at this point, it was probably about 8. So I was like, we need to go fix that. And my thought process was, okay, well, I'm gonna see you in Mesa, so I don't really mind if like I miss some of the set. And maybe this way, because everywhere I went, I wish I was joking. Everywhere I went in the Greek theater, there was someone who knew me. So I was like, maybe if I go now, you know, I won't take long because everyone else kind of wanted to go to the bathroom too. We were gonna switch off and on so we could protect our spots at Barricade. So tell me why I leave my spot. I'm walking to the bathroom. It's like on a little hill to go to the back of the theater to go to the bathroom. And there's people in the upper sections being like, Ashley, Ashley. I'm walking and waving like I'm Princess Diana. I'm like, hi guys, hi. What? That's so wild. But then it gets even more wild because as I'm walking to the bathroom, I see Emily there again and we just start talking. What? We're friends now? What? That's so crazy, my dude. And then it gets even worse because I thought this was gonna be a quick, cute little bathroom trip and it ended up being like a 20-minute bathroom trip because people started seeing me and being like, can we take a photo? And of course I'm gonna say yes. Like, I love talking to you guys. It's never a problem. I just felt bad for everybody at Barricade who had to pee. It got to the point where Julie texted me being like, where are you? You know, kind of the energy of like, did you die? Like, are you good? So eventually I start making my way back to pit and I'm like kind of rushing because I want to make sure everyone can go before Sabrina comes on. And by the time I get up there, everyone in my group like sees me and is like rushing me over. I'm like, I know, I'm coming. And then they start yelling at me. And everyone like in our section of the pit started yelling different things at the same time. I had no idea what anyone was saying. I was very confused. If you need to know anything about me, I get overwhelmed fairly easy. So I was confused. I was like, what's going on? And then people started screaming like Emily at me. I'm like, what about Emily? And then Julie looks at me knowing that I'm overwhelmed, points to someone and it's like they're looking for Emily. I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm looking at this girl who has the cutest outfit on. It's like a little crochet white, like emails I can't send, totally on theme, red lip. I was like, okay, slay. I'm like, all right, mom, got it. And so I'm talking to her and I'm like, yeah, I just saw Emily in the bathroom. She's probably like getting drinks or food, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking to her and I'm like, wait a minute, she kind of looks familiar. So then I started listening to her voice. And then it clicked. And I was like, oh my God. I am talking to Miss America Chavez right now, who I just reviewed their movie not too long ago. And now we're sitting here talking in the pit. I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna pass out. Again, Julie, who got a video of it happening because I didn't ask for a photo because she was so overwhelmed. Everyone started realizing who was in the pit and just like crowding her and I felt so bad. I didn't realize that she's so young. She just turned 17. I'm like, baby, let me protect you. I'll put you in my pocket. But like, I still had that fun little interaction. What did I say? I don't know. You could offer me $1 million and I have no idea what I said, but I made her laugh, so I'll take it. But she was looking for Emily because I guess like they're gonna hang out together, whatever. So yeah, that was wild. That was crazy. And I go back to my spot just being like, what is happening? LA is different, but it just made me realize like, oh shit, this is my job and like I need to take it more seriously and I need to actually be good at it and I don't know, make friends that are influencers and I don't know, it was a big night for me. Big night for annoying people. So yeah, so as far as LA, that's pretty much everything. My camera's overheating. Should I move? Wait, let me move. Hold on. Like, it's so hot because it was by the window. Anyway, okay, so back to the story, right? So that was LA. I'm gonna show you guys the concert clips in a second because I'm gonna go back in between LA and Arizona just because I think that makes the most sense. And I did it for Taylor and I really liked how the video came out. So I will say, I'm surprised I have any clips from LA because I was sobbing hysterically the entire time. It got to the point during Decode, which if you don't know the set list, that's pretty much one of the last songs she performs. I put my hand here, like on Barricade. Julie puts her hand on top. I put my other hand on top of Julie's hand and just lay my head down and I'm like sobbing, like trying to catch my breath. It was so bad. It's so embarrassing. I kind of wish I had footage of it, but just take my word for it. It was a mess. I think it was just a combination of everything I had experienced that night. Sabrina knowing me finally going to a show with Julie. It was just a lot for me to handle and I think it just all came out in that one moment, which is great. I love having therapy for an hour and a half. I came home and then literally 2 days later was my Mesa show, which was fun. Good show, don't get me wrong. I was just so upset because I went through this situation and I need to complain about it real quick because I thought I was crazy for a second and I literally talked to my friends that night. Like I was in the pit texting them being like, hey, this just happened. Am I crazy for feeling this way? And they're like, no, not at all. Basically, it's AZ, right? It's hot. It's hot as hell. Like my camera, we're inside and it's overheating. So imagine people outside when it's 94 degrees, I believe. Sun shining, there's no like trees around. Like for an outside venue in Mesa, Arizona, there is nothing to accommodate anybody, which was so shocking to me. I was like, okay, so you want us to die Got it. You're trying to catch a lawsuit. Got it. And so I originally was at Barricade. The person that I was with, hey Miss K, if you're watching, hanging out with her, she saved me a spot, which was really fun. Like we got there pretty much at the same time, but we were just deciding, you know, we're gonna hang out the whole time. We met each other back in Tempe when she was here, and it was just a good vibe. Good energy. And it's so funny because even though I went through some weird shit in Arizona, poor thing went through so much more because she is in a wheelchair, so she needs to be, you know, like an ADA, whatever. So they called the venue beforehand being like, hey, is this okay? And they're like, yeah, totally. Like she can go down, she'll be at Barricade, whatever. And then once they got there, they were trying to tell a whole different story, and they're like, we did not pay this much money to not be at Barricade, which good for you. Good for you. But anyway, so during the night, Kaylee and I were like hanging out with each other. We were at Barricade, but the people that were next to us were so inconsiderate and so rude. And this is where concert etiquette needs to be talked about, because just be nice. Don't like elbow and like be in the way of someone who can't see. And if they ask you, hey, can you maybe like be conscious of your movement so I can see? And then just don't do that. You're on my list. You're on my list. Plus, they had the nerve to be center Barricade and not really know anything of Sabrina. I'll let you guess what song they knew of Sabrina. I'll let you guess. Take a guess. Yes, you're right. It was only nonsense. And tell me why they were there for the opening act, which is great. Opening acts deserve respect, fans, love, everything. But Blue Tiger is like, oh, we're all here to see the queen, Miss Sabrina Carpenter. And they like started making faces and being like, no, you're the real queen here. We're only here for you, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, you're about to get jumped. Anyway, long story short, I was gonna try to like switch spots with Kaylee so I could try to like block them from blocking her view. And that didn't work out because people are just rude and like take other people's spots, which really sucks, but whatever, like we were gonna try to make it work. So the new position I was in, oh my God, I started getting pushed and I started getting shoved, and it was hot, and I started getting claustrophobic, and I was like, yo, like I've been in pits, don't get me wrong, like I was just in LA, hi, but this is getting into dangerous territory. So after Blue Tiger gets off, right before Sabrina, I switched back to my other side where like it wasn't as bad, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell security that this is kind of an issue. Like it's hot, we've all been outside all day, and everyone's body pressed against each other is just gonna make it 10 times worse. So I was like, let me tell security, and maybe they can just tell everyone, hey, take a step back so we can all enjoy the show. So I flag someone down, I'm telling them the situation, and they're like, okay, hold on one second. They go and grab what I'm assuming is the head security guard. He comes back, and I explain it to him again, being like, you know, I was over there, people are starting to shove, push, like it feels really unsafe. Can you get on a speaker, or have someone get on a speaker and just say, hey, everyone take one step back, let everyone breathe, it's hot, let's be mindful of each other. Tell me why this guy looks me straight in the eyes, and he's like, no. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean no? And he starts doing my favorite thing, being as a woman. He starts being condescending as hell, and he goes, turn around. So I turn around, and he's like, look at everyone behind you. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, all these people are gonna try to push up to get to Barricade because they want to be closer to the stage. Yeah, I'm aware. I know that. I'm not saying I don't want people by me. I'm just saying it's starting to feel unsafe. And he goes, well, you're in the pit, you signed up for this, I'm not doing anything. Huh? I literally look at him and I'm like, you're not gonna do anything? Like I'm telling you, as someone who is in the pit, who has been here all day, it's hot, this is unsafe. Someone is going to pass out. And he was just like, I don't know what to tell you, because this is what you guys signed up for. Like he just kept repeating himself, and he's like, this is what you signed up for. I'm not gonna do that, but let me know if anyone passes out. I'm sorry, but don't we want to prevent that from happening? Am I crazy? It just makes me so mad, because you know it was just because he didn't want to do his job. He was just there for a paycheck. He didn't care. Literally didn't care. And guess what? Not even an hour later, people start passing out. There's someone who literally passed out right next to me, and they had to get carried out a pit, and it was kind of a terrifying sight to see, I'm not gonna lie. And guess who was nowhere in sight? That man. I'm like, did you go home after just ruining everyone's night? Did you just go home and decide, yeah, it's hot, I'm gonna go sit in the air? Cannot even explain the rage that was in me. And I think he knew, because later on, Sabrina's team, not even the venue, Sabrina's team started passing out, or like brought waters out onto the stage to just start passing out to everybody. And it was like cases and cases of water because there was just a lot of people. And when he was passing out water and I'm like right at barricade, I'm right there, you know, he has to hand it to me to hand back to other people, and he would not look me in the eye. I was like, you know you f***ed up, because I was so mad, and I looked at everyone around me being like, all right, well, we're on our own, I guess. Like, is that not crazy? A security guard being like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, but let me know if someone passes out. And I hate to say that it kind of ruined some of the night for me because it just made me so aware of like everyone else and making sure everyone was good, or at least in my section, but whatever. But yeah, anyway, besides that, it was a really good show. As always, I loved that we had the confetti because well, not that I went to the show last time, but Julie got me a balloon last time. So it was kind of fun to do the confetti and like be in the middle of it. It was such a magical moment to look up and just see it all flying around. But yeah, overall, like if you're able to go to a show, definitely recommend it. Buy every security guard that you have to, because that was so, I'm sorry. That is just so f***ed up and I cannot get past it. But as far as story time goes, that's pretty much everything I have to say. I say that as if that was not the craziest thing I've ever experienced or done in my life. But I hope you guys did enjoy. And with that, I'm gonna leave you with some footage from the show. And I love you so much. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Thanks to you, I can't love right. I get nice guys and villainize them. God, I love you, but you're not that damn shit. Please fucking fix this. I can't read your mind. You say that you need to be alone at night, and they want me at your back and call you say, you know that you might be crossing a line.
Anybody in this room ever been angry before? We're gonna channel that right now. Let's go. When we had 10,000 bad moments, when it was just up in heated emotion, and I tried to look for the best in the worst, but fuck me, that caused a commotion.
Me could be hurt, you just run to whoever is winning. Said that it was me and you for life, but now you're kinda acting like I died. Oh, you're so vicious, believing, pretend you didn't. Cross my heart and wreck my image. Why you gotta be so?
Oh, Arizona. My name's Sabrina. Welcome to the Emails I Can't Send. Outside edition. In the sky. We can see the moon. It looks like a toenail, like the Nick Jonas song from Camp Rock. I like to start off with my yeehaw section of the show. So it's about to get a little country up in this joint. Let's go.
Kissing after a conversation about how we'd probably be better off as friends. And I changed my mind, but it's still on you. How am I supposed to leave it now that you're already over? How am I supposed to leave it now that you're already over? Sabrina, you should get it over.
Do you like it?
Things I wish you said to me. It doesn't seem
There's a lot of people here. Guys, shut up. It's just you and me, no one can hear us. They turn off the mic. Tell me what's going on. My girlfriend accused me of trying to fuck her brother. I didn't. But it sounds really bad. We were on vacation with her family, and she wanted to go home early. And I was like, I don't want to go home just yet, so I stay out and I find myself with just the brother, and she goes to sleep, and I find myself feeling these feelings that I've never felt before. And suddenly it's 3 a.m. and I text her and she doesn't respond to me, and I'm like, I don't want to wake her up, so I go, and I was just gonna sleep on the couch. Yeah. Did you say the brother or not? No. That's great. She broke up with me the next day because she thought I did, and I hadn't seen him. And I haven't seen the brother, and since then, this is kind of maybe embarrassing, but I've been thinking I would do anything just to see him again.
What was his name?
Oh God, she said.
Yeah. You should. You know, it's so interesting, like, listening to your story. I feel like I have just the song to sing to you for this moment. And it might help you get through this and figure this situation out with he who shall not be named. I don't know you, but I love you. And
She's so unserious.
I want you to sing with me.